and to understand the importance of getting things done efficiently.
My husband and I had a small business for 21 years, and I feel very proud that in these challenging economic times, we have been able to have a successful business based on integrity, on accountability, on respecting the workforce. But yes, this experience has taught me principles of accounting, budgeting, and those things I can definitely bring to the school board. But I will tell you that working with Dr. Perez, I have seen that there's definitely room for more efficiencies. And I would propose that we take a cue from the private sector, and we have great individuals in the private sector that can help us to define and refine our model. And I would propose that we would have a value analysis team that could go through the budget and help us find further efficiencies in procurement and capital and in so many departments that we all know that yes, they cut 400 million, there's room for more.
The budget is not easy, but I have to tell you that actually Mr. Carvalho is doing a good job in being transparent about it. Actually, Don and I were part of a budget allocation committee, subcommittee, where we sit down once a month and we go line by line, and we actually, as parents, we bring ideas on how to be able to reduce that budget without affecting the classroom. And when they're bringing items that are going to be actually affected, they actually are seeking at this time the opinion of business leaders like Don and I, and we have been able to make already a difference. I think that we need to be able to continue those practices, and we need to be very creative. I am a business person that has been creative, and has been able to create plenty of jobs, and I have gone through many different crises, and I have been up and down, and I have to be able to stretch my budget and tighten my budget and be able to understand how to be able to survive. And we have been able to be successful at it. I will tell you that I will go at the private initiatives to be able to bring more money. Actually, today I have here Eric's husband that has built Spend for Ed, and is actually bringing resources to the school system with a new program for fundraising that actually Mr. Brito is involved in, and trying to be able to help in Sphere to bring more dollars into the classroom. Actually, I believe, and I was talking to David Lawrence. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's the person who created the Children's Trust. And I'm trying to see if we can actually create a trust for education. And we will try to invite FIU, I will try to invite Miami-Dade Community College, and actually they come upon the schools. So we create a trust for education to be able to dedicate it exclusively for the incentives of our teachers. And why? Because I'm tired of being a tax dollar county, where our taxes get collected here, it's sent to Tallahassee, and we only get a portion back. I would like to be able for us to be able to have control, and that will be one of my proposals, and I will try to be able to see that that gets happened. Thank you.
I too am a business owner, and I too know how to stretch my budget, work with employees. I'm very human in that way. I am very careful about the employees and making sure they're all right and not get them fired. And well, what I can tell you after all these questions that I have is that to tell you the truth, we don't have money. Actually, our budget has been lowered almost 33% from what we had, and we just have to become creative and make more with less, which I'm great at. And what I believe, like I said, is technocrats. All these focus groups that they're talking about, and us being, the board has to be advised on special issues by technocrats, people that actually know what they're talking about. That's how they constructed the economy in Chile. They brought 10 technocrats from Harvard, and that's why they have the best, they're a first world country. So that's the way it has to be. And the money that the school receives, actually the first place that we have to go is to programs. And the money is not being properly allocated, and it's never happened. It has never been because of the special interests.
Jeff? This is a question for all of the candidates. There is a perception that some of you have businesses from which you earn your primary income that might create a conflict of interest with a school board position. How would you answer that question?
Lucky for me, my business is children. So there's no conflict. As a matter of fact, it's something that you can say to yourself, let's do research on her. You can research me all you want. I've actually given an entire spring break to help a 16-year-old pass 7th grade for free. No money involved. I tutor before and after school for free. I do everything when it comes to children for free. Because children will be adults tomorrow, and they will make choices for all of us. So I better treat them right, don't you think so?
The position I'm at now is I'm the state director for Senator George Lemieux. I manage 28 employees in the state of Florida and 7 offices. And the firm I was with before never did any work for the school system, with principals, with schools, or anything like that. So I'm not having any conflict.
Well, as I stated previously, I was the assistant to Dr. Marta Perez, but I want you to know that I took a leave of absence to pursue this race. Secondly, I do have a small business with my husband, but since 2006, our company adopted policy that we would never sell to the school system. Because since I was working for Dr. Perez, I wanted to make sure there would be no perceived conflicts, nor would Dr. Perez ever be in a position that she would have to recuse herself or explain any type of vote. So we do not sell to the public school system. Oh, and I want to mention that this was publicly announced at the Ethics Advisory Committee voluntarily since 2006. My husband and I manufacture aluminum doors. Okay?
As I mentioned when I started my introduction, actually I built Ivy uniforms because jobs were being lost in Miami. And actually I'm very proud of being part of Ivy School Uniforms. Before I decided to run, and I have actually this on my website, edibarea.com, I went to the state of Florida, to the Board of Ethics, to be able to ask the question because of the perception, well mentioned, that it will create a conflict of interest. There's not a conflict of interest by the Board of Ethics of the state of Florida. I do business with you, the parents. The parents select a preferred vendor in the kind of the schools, of where the parents may purchase the uniforms, but they actually can go and purchase the uniforms anywhere they want. No one has been forced to buy anything from Ivy Uniforms. Ivy Uniforms is a small business that actually has donated, like I explained to all of you, $3 million in uniforms to the needy children in the past 20 years. We've been actually being a very responsible corporation, and I'm very honored to be able to be part of that industry. And it has brought, especially, a lot of equity among all our children. And the reality is that when you spend $1 in a small business, 70 cents of that dollar stays in our community. When you spend $1 in one of the big boxes, only 30 cents stays in the community. So I want to thank all of you. If I would at any point of time have been the patronage of our company, Ivy Uniforms, because your patronage has helped to be able to help many of the children. Thank you.